The YouTube video editor, the new 2019 version, is currently in beta, but it'll probably come out of beta testing mode before the end of the year. And we'll take a look at that in this tutorial, this training today. We'll look at the YouTube video editor, and by the time you're done with this video, you'll know exactly how to work and how to make it work and exactly what you can do with it. Okay, let's get started. I just came to YouTube, and of course the first thing that we'll want to do is to sign in, log in up here. So I'll come up here and we'll do that quickly, and we will log in. And once we do that, this is what shows up. Up here, this is me, my account, mini mic right up here. Okay, so I'll click on this, and the first step was to log in. The second step is to come down to where it says YouTube Studio Beta. Now, mid-2019, the new editor is still in its beta testing mode. That means they're tweaking it, they're adding things to it, they're looking for bugs. This beta, it may not say beta later in 2019. I don't know when it'll come out of beta, but that may not be there later. So, yeah, basically for step 2, we'll click on this.
Hey, while we're waiting, grab my free 24-page ebook, How to Get Higher Rankings and More Views on Your YouTube Videos. Just click on the link below the description of this video and you can get a free download.
And there we go. So what we want to look at is right here, we want to look at where it says videos. And we will come down and click on the video icon right there. And once we do that, it shows all of our videos. Okay, and we can come down and it doesn't matter, we can pick a video. I think I'll do this one. I'm probably going to delete this video anyway later, but we'll come in and select a video. So I'll just click on that right there for step 3, and once we do that, we come to the basic details of our video. There's the right up here is the title I put in. Here's my description. And then I've got some down at the bottom, I've got some tags and things going on down there. So once we get this, the next thing that we want to do is come over to where it says editor, and we'll just click on the editor icon right there. And now I'm in the YouTube video editor beta version. So what I see, this is the way my video opens. This is the starting screen that I made and put in there for it. So this is what my video looks like if somebody should see the thumbnail on YouTube, whatever. So it's right here. Now a couple things, let me just show you a couple things before you get into editing. Down here in our timeline, right in here, this is all of my video. These are all, actually it was just one clip, but I've cut it and kind of cut and pasted and put some different things together when I created the video. So this is my video file right here, and this is the audio file right down here, okay? And so that's what's going on over there. Now up here, the magnifying glass, I'm sure you know what this is, but you can scoot this over, and what it does is it expands your waveform and your video file down here in your timeline, and if you expand it all the way out, it makes it easier to get in and really tweak, fine-tune things, you know, sort of frame by frame. And so for right now we'll just move that back there, but we'll use that. And then down here we can edit the video, we can play around with the audio, and we can add an end screen if you'd like to do, which is probably a good idea. So that's what this looks like, and now let's come in and see if we can do some editing. Okay, let's look at how you could trim a section off from the beginning of your video. Now suppose you've got a DSLR camera, video camera, iPhone, Android, whatever, and you start shooting a video that you want to make, but once you click to start your camera recording, now you've got to get in front of the camera, get centered, you know, do a few things. So suppose that you had down here about this much in the beginning of your video that was dead space, and you wanted to just get that out of there. Okay, so let me move my scrubber bar out of there, and I'm going to click on trim right here. And notice that when I did this, let me move this up. When I clicked on trim, it gave me this blue bar rectangle around my area. I'm in trim mode right now. Okay, so what I can do now is just come in here and grab that blue bar. When you grab it, it turns white. And suppose that for whatever reason I wanted to cut this section out of my video. Okay, so all I do is just, you know, move this over and see it's darkened it right here. Now suppose I want to do that. It will not let you save that right now. Before you can save anything, you have to preview this. Okay, so let me come back here. This is normally where my video starts. When I hit my spacebar to start this, watch what happens. Bang, see, it jumped right across this. It really doesn't cut it out. It just jumps across it. It makes this part of your video inactive. So again, when I come in here, I have now trimmed this front part out. Now, you can always, after you do this, you can always go back here. It says edit trim. You can always go back and change it, you know, to whatever you want to. And you could preview it again. And you don't have to preview the whole thing. I'll hit my space bar, that stops it. You could preview it again, and now this would be the start of your video. Okay, now what we could do is the same thing, but come to the end of our video out here. Okay, that's the end of my video. Suppose I needed, for some reason, maybe I had some crud at the end of the video, I sneezed, or you know, whatever's going on. I could edit my trim, but this time I would come to this side, grab that blue bar, move it in to wherever I want, right there, and then I could click on preview again. And like when I got out here,
how I did the
watch what happens.
I got all the letters and the sentences lined up.
When I get there,
product earnings and
see, that's where my video would stop now because I've trimmed the end off. And again, still, you can go to edit trim, and you can, you know, trim more or less off, and you would have to click preview again and let it play just for a second. Once you do that, then you can come up to save, and you can save your changes. Now, what about if you want to do this in the middle of a video? Suppose you have a few seconds you want to take out from the middle of your video, you know, someplace down here, something like that. Okay, now what you need to do is go to edit trim right here. Okay, and since we're not at the beginning or the end, we have to do a split. And I'll click right there and see that makes a split. And I can then go to the right or to the left, and I can take out this entire section, okay, from the middle. Again, you won't be able to save this right now until you do a preview, okay? And you can see right now, if I do this, when I get right here, watch what happens right here. See, it jumped all the way across here. It's inactivated that part of my video. Okay, it really didn't delete it, but it's made it inactive, and it skips across there. Once I previewed it, I could come up to save and save that. Okay, I'm not going to save it right now because I want to do a couple other quick things with you here. Okay, so what I'd like to do is come down here a little bit. Let's raise this up, and here you can see the waveform in my video. This is just where I'm talking. Okay, now suppose that right here in the beginning of your video, or maybe at the end of your video, you want to add some sound. Okay, well, we can do that easily. One thing I'll point out is I start talking immediately at the start of this video.
Okay, well, the first thing we want to...
Okay, see, I'm talking right in the beginning. And if you want to have music, a little bit of background music at the start or end of your video, you should have some blank space or quiet space where maybe you show your intro graphic here for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seconds, whatever, but don't be talking. Have it dead audio space. Okay, and I can't do that in mine because I started talking right away. But to add music, what you can do is come down here and click on where it says expand right there. Okay, and then what happens is you see this audio thing pop up, and what will happen when I click on this, it opens in a new window right here. Okay, and here is my video right here. So what you can do is come down here, and they've got, I don't know, hundreds or thousands of different soundtracks that you can use. And you could pick one like End of Summer. And I'll stop that, okay? This goes for 1 minute and 49 seconds right there. So you could come over and say add to video, okay? And then come back up here. And what's happening up here, what's happening up here is it's playing that audio track, that music right at the beginning of my video. Now you could have this anywhere, at the end, the beginning, and you can also resize this like this, okay? So let's stop this. I have about 7 seconds where this graphic is up at the beginning of my video. And so really all I want to do is, like, I could come in here and say, let's go for maybe 9 seconds. Okay, and whoops, and then I'll stop this. I guess I had it at 9 seconds. I should have had it at 7, but it doesn't matter. So it will play this. Now, when it plays, because I'm talking over here, you have a choice. You can make it favor the music so that the music is louder than the voice, or favor the original audio so that my voice is louder.
Okay, well, the first thing we want to do is I want to try to help you find a place where you can buy a
See what I mean? So if I hadn't started creating my video, I would have left about 7 seconds here for my graphic to show and the music to play. Okay, and I wouldn't say anything. I wouldn't be doing any talking. And then when I brought it into YouTube, then I could add 7 seconds of background music at the beginning and not have to compete with my voice. That's the way I would do that. But again, you can stretch this out as long as you want to. You can move it to the end of the video, whatever you want to do. Now, if you move this to the end of the video, back here,
okay, well, the first thing
then again, if you have a graphic at the end of your video, you would want some quiet space, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seconds at the end, so the music can play and it's not trying to talk over your voice. Okay, so again, you can put the music in anywhere you would like to, and you can stretch it out or shorten it up, whatever you want to do. Okay, and that's how you can add music to your thing. Okay, so I'm going to come up here, return to YouTube Studio. Okay, and I'll go leave page right there. So now I'm back in here. That's how you could add sound anywhere in there. Now I will tell you, it's not possible to delete or modify your original soundtrack, like in this case of me talking. You can't cut a clip. Like, you can't go in here and go in here and cut a clip, and you cannot, as of today's date in this new studio editor, you cannot add your own sound or music. The only music you can add is from the video or the audio files that I showed you. Okay, so the next thing that I would like to do for part 10 is to come down here, and let me stretch this out just a little bit. And right down here it says, we can close that down. Right down here it says add an end screen. So let's see how we can do that. Okay, so for part 10, what I'd like to do, step 10, I'd like to show you how to add an end screen. I'll show you what one is and how it works. And what you can do is you need to scroll all the way to the bottom of the page, and it says add end screen. And you can make a custom, you can open up a blank template, make your own end screen, but trust me, I think that you can go with one of these templates right here. So for example, let's do a simple one. We'll click on this, and it says one video or playlist and one subscribe button. Okay, so we'll come down and click apply right here. Now what we see, there are two things. This says subscribe, and this says video down here. And this is a subscribe button, or it will be a subscribe button. Okay, once we put in any place you like. Now, a tip, if you're going to use an end screen like this, some of this stuff could cover your face, your image, or whatever. So if you're going to do this, you might at the end of your video have just a clip of you way off to one side or the other side so that it doesn't, you know, get in the way of anything important here. I can't do that because my video is already uploaded and I didn't do that in the beginning. But okay, so right here, that blue circle will be a subscribe button in just a little bit. Okay. And then the other thing right here, I'll click on this video thing. It gives you a choice. You can have an image that will pop up of your most recent upload, the last video that you uploaded. Best for viewer, YouTube will look and determine based on what the viewer of this video at the time has liked, and if you've got a similar video, you can have that come up, or choose a specific video, and I'll do that. Now down here I can scroll through my videos, and right here this is the video I'm in right now, but I have a follow-up video that shows people how to do some cool things with the marker board if they create one like I did. So I'll click on that, and you can see right here that well, you can move this anywhere, but if you try to move it in here over that subscribe button, you get a red mark there, and that means you can't do that. You can't have these overlap. Okay, so the best I could do in this case would be to have this pop up right over here someplace, maybe at the top, maybe down here, so that I don't blur the lines out there. Okay, so I come in here and I do this, and now once I have that done, I can come up here to save. Okay, and I'll click on save, and it says video is being processed. Now this could take 10 minutes or it could take 2 hours. There's no way to tell. It says please check back later. You can close this down and go do something else. You do not have to have this editor open while it's processing. So I'm going to shut this down, and I'll wait 20 minutes. I'll wait 10 minutes and come back and see if it's done. It may not be done yet. Okay, so my changes have been saved and YouTube has rendered it. I came back like 10 minutes later, whatever, and the changes have taken place. So if I play my video now, if I come in anywhere and let it play and go close to the end, now your end screen can only last for 20 seconds, the last 20 seconds of the video. It won't let you put it in for any longer than that. So when I get out here close to the end, right here, I'm close to the end of my video right now, and I'm in the last 20 seconds someplace. So somebody could come in here. Now I can't subscribe to my own channel. I guess you're subscribed anyway, but but if you came in here, another person came in, this would be active. They could click on it and subscribe to my channel. And then the other part of this was the suggested video, the next video that I suggested. So you can see that these are active now, and someone clicks on that. Then they go to this video right here, which is a follow-up to the previous video. So I can direct them so that I don't lose them. Okay, well, that brings us to the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know. And please, please, if you have any questions at all, don't be afraid to ask. I always answer my questions within 24 hours, often much less. So I'd love to hear from you, and if I can help, then I will. Okay? Well, thanks for watching the video. Take care, and my very best wishes for tremendous success with all you do with your own videos on YouTube. Okay? Good.